Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Grognard Garage. And talk. Welcome to tonight's very special stream with me, JC, the other half, also known as Cozy Gerblin, sometimes a crafty Gerblin. And tonight we are celebrating 10 years of Stardew Valley. If you've been following the channel for a while, you have seen me start a farm, quit it, start a new farm, which I haven't touched in a while. If you follow any of my content, you know that I'm a huge Stardew Valley fan. I am, in fact, so I'm going to stand up so you can see it better, wearing new Stardew Valley, there we go, overalls. I did get this from Hot Topic, and I love it a lot. I'm wearing my Jumino earrings. So we are ready to celebrate. And I thought, what better way to kick off the celebration than with one of our favorite weirdos, Emily. So let's enjoy a moment of Emily. And then I'm going to share so many thoughts and feelings about the rumors. And then together, you're going to get to see my reaction as we watch the 10-year announcement that Concerned Ape has made. So let's get this party rolling. We're going to hit this button, and we're going to hit this button. And chat, let me know if you can hear the sound okay on this. Gotcha. Working, yay, it's working. This is Emily's friendship event. Shake it, girl. Shake what your mama gave you. Oh, the bird is rotating. Oh, it's doing a little bop. So silly. Oh yeah, feel the love. Feel the party. Feel the party. Where, like, what's the aliens? I don't know. Okay, back to me. Back to me. And that was Emily celebrating 10 years in Stardew Valley. You're welcome. All right, let's go ahead and get started on some gaming, and I'm gonna attempt to multitask, which, as you know, I'm so good at multitasking. I am the best. I can do all the things at once. I'm great. And then we'll check out the announcement. Let me tap buttons. Tap buttons. Tap buttons. All right, buttons are tapped. Oh yes. This was not even the original game. This is the game that I've spent the longest on. And I still this is the one where I'm marrying and divorcing all the characters because I wanted to see all their marriage events. So when I'm ready to give my informed opinions, it is in fact informed. I still have not. My last person is Krobus. I still have not made Krobus my roommate. Well, this is the second farm I set up because that's what you do when you play Stardew Valley. Is you get bored one day, you just start a whole new farm. On this one, I've married Penny, and the farm that we are working on is the Doolittle farm. And yeah, I think with these games combined, I finally clocked in. Is that 500 hours? 7, yeah, 9, yeah. I think that's 500 hours, give or take, right there, of playing this game. And I'm not even like a hardcore game player. I just really like this game. Even though I had lots of thoughts and feelings about how there's no real tutorial when you start. Um where are we here? Okay, living off the land. We're only on day 15. We're like 2 weeks in. We're in summer. We're in summer though. Okay. Now listen up, y'all. It's salmonberry season. Yay. All the countryside bushes are teeming with juicy little berries, and they're free for the taking. Harvesting them is a great way to earn some cash. Um, I don't think I have one yet. Or no, I might. But I like to collect salmon berries. Oh, Evelyn. Hello, dear. I know you were just getting started as a gardener, so I just wanted to give you a little tip. Most crops only grow in one season. When summer arrives, your spring crops will all die out. So plan ahead. Granny Evelyn. Thank you, Granny. Why would I want to eat a berry that tastes like a fish? Well, that's a great question. Um, so what I do to keep money going. Hello, cat. What did we name this cat? We named this. Oh, here's the bowl. Tigger, right? Because it's a cat. Where's my watering dish? Um, is when I get the dehydrator, I will go ahead and just start being distracted. Told you I was soaking up multitasking. Um, I will go ahead and start dehydrating all the salmon berries because it just gives a little bit of extra cash. Okay. Do I have quests? I do. This is north of town in exchange for raw materials and money. She constructing millions if you build a silo. Okay, cool. Level 40 in the mines. Enter the Venturers Guild. Okay. We have our to-dos. Where's my gate? Where's my gate? I call this the cheating farm because you start with 2 chickens. You don't actually have to buy them, which I think is great. I have to go water my cat here in a second. Egg. Egg. We have egg. Now, actually, let me fill my bucket. Watering can. Okay. All right. Do I not have sprinklers? No, I don't. It's only a few days in the season. Water all the plants. This takes... Oh, that one's ready for removal. I don't have the side. Here. Ooga. No, not there. You will also quickly learn that it does not matter in which version I play this game, I am always off on the squares. So even though I've clocked in quite a few hours on this game, I'll go ahead and give you my background with playing it. It was during the pandemic, which feels so not very long ago, but is in fact a while ago. I unfortunately had some medical issues that required me to be a bit bedbound for a short time, and was talking to my friends, my coworkers online, and I said, "Hey, I'm gonna be bedbound. Um, anyone got any ideas of some things I can do while I'm stuck in bed?" And at the time, the latest thing was playing, not Stardew Valley, was playing Animal Crossing. I started playing Animal Crossing, which was my first ever time playing any sort of farm, cozy life sim. I've never been a like sim person. I had never played Moon Harvest, any of the previous Animal Crossings. They never came across my radar. But this was the it game of 2020. We all can remember that long ago. And I was like, yeah, sure. Let me get a Switch. Let me go ahead and get some Animal Crossing. And I started playing Animal Crossing. I really love it. It's still one of my favorite games to play. Although I haven't touched it in a while, even though there's been updates and more content. Alrighty, I need to refill the water. This watering can sucks. So I played many, many hours of Animal Crossing. And then, you know, after I had achieved in what I thought was perfection of my island in Animal Crossing, I was like, I think I'm ready to try something else. So then I hit up my coworkers again and I said, hey, I would like to try a different game that is reminiscent of Animal Crossing. And I was immediately recommended Stardew Valley. And this was when 1.6 was still a thing. I said, all right, I'll give it a shot. And I picked it up, and I'll be honest, I didn't like it. Um, I was really frustrated at the like lack of direction in the game, like how mechanics worked, where you were supposed to go, what you were supposed to do. It was just a little too open and free form. So I kind of put it down for a bit. And then Ape announced that he was going to be putting out have seats, please. Thank you. He was going to be putting out his next update, so 1.7. And I was like, oh no, I didn't even finish playing 1.6. Like, I'm not even going to understand what changes were made about this video game. So I started playing it. And I didn't get that far into 1.6 to really have any solid opinions about it. By the time I was like a little bit into the game and kind of getting a feel for it, 1.7 update was already available. So immediately pivoted to playing 1.7. And it's I don't know, maybe it's like drinking a Diet Coke. Like you drink a Diet Coke long enough and suddenly you like the taste of Diet Coke, even though you thought it was pretty gross before. Maybe that's how I feel about Stardew Valley. Was not my favorite, but now I absolutely love it. Um, which brings us to today. Oh, something needs to go. I forgot I'm still building a community center. And it's already 1 p.m. God, this takes forever. I'm going to town. Um, of playing this game and spending lots of hours and getting ready to our for our next announcement, which I am super super excited about. Um, but before we do that, let's share some thoughts about the rumors. Um, so as of today's stream, the announcement has already gone up and has been live all day long, and I have avoided all the spoilers. I've been off social media most of the day, so I can experience for the first time and give you guys my thoughts and opinions about what I thought was going to happen with the rumors. All right, so let me look at my notes really quick because I had to make notes. So the first rumors we're dealing with are marriage candidates. Guys, you've been here. You know how I feel about our options for people to marry. I have a whole presentation I am ready to give about my S tier list on who should be considered a candidate and why. Um and this uh sorry, I was just realizing I still have to put parsnips in there. So I need 5. I only have 2. I need more parsnips. Can I get parsnips? I should have enough time. More parsnips. Um about who I think you should date is worthy of your time of dating and who is not worthy of your time of dating and what it's like being married to them, because as I said, my goal was to get to all the marriage events. And some people, you get married to them and it's really not that great. You're like, oh, why did I even bother? Shane. Not gonna say names, but Shane. And I'm sorry if he's your favorite, but like, you're sympathy. um so with that being said, let's talk about perspective. Oh, I need to get to the before it closes. Hold on, I'm coming. I need coffee. Evelyn, you had to unlock Evelyn's event so I can get coffee. Um, So we'll start with people who are. I know you're just all like, oh, you. Why would you start with people who are married? Like what? Like they're married, and I was like, because in this game you can divorce people, which means that theoretically I could what's the thing again? Right, 10,000 gold. Jeez, rip. One of these days I'm gonna go full Joja. Not this game. One of these days. Anything else I need to do today? Monday. Um, so since you can actually marry and divorce players, I feel it's fair that they should be considerable for candidates for marriage. So we'll start with Pierre Shaw. Pierre, no, no, that's a no for me. While he is devoted to being a father, um, he doesn't seem to care about anything else other than making money, and that's not for me. I mean, it would be nice to maybe actually get a discount on his seeds and stuff for the following years. But I am just like, no, I just don't think Pierre's that great. And considering that there's lore that Carolyn cheated on him with the wizard, I'm like, bruh, like, what did you do? Also, there's that weird cutscene in his bedroom. We'll see if we can get there at some point. But if you've played this game, you know what I'm talking about. There's this weird bedroom cutscene where you find something in his bedroom, and he's like, "Oh, what's like this is my private stuff. Don't look at it." And you're like, well, "I don't even know what I'm looking at here, but like, what am I looking at? Like, what is going on?" So yeah, I'm gonna say no to Pierre. Which brings us to Carolyn. I'm gonna say yes to Carolyn. I think it would be amazing. She seems so sweet and so nice, a little hippie-ish, but she loves her greenhouse and her tea. I think Carolyn is a great wife. Um, are we going to talk about the weird dynamics that it would be if you married one of Abigail's parents and they because they were divorced? No, we're not going to talk about those things. We're just going to talk about what it'd be like to be married to them. But that would be weird. Sorry if he's your favorite, but get therapy. At least one of them, right? It implies that he goes to therapy, but then you're sort of like, but do you? Like, are you that is? Mm, I don't know about that. Oh, I don't have a fridge yet. I don't have anything. And I'm broke. Okay, let's just sell everything. Sell it. Sell it. I don't have a fridge. I can't cook anything anyways. Sell it. Sell it. Sell it. Don't sell that. Sell it. You read the book. Okay, and we're not going to sell those things. Sell everything else though. Everything needs to get sold. I need money. I have a chub. What's that one? No. Nope. I have forgotten what everything is. Oh, do I still need to do? I already did. I already did spring. Okay, cool. I was like, oh no, did I forget? No. Boiler room? No. Cantrip? No. Crafts room? No. Where the fuck is that stupid boiler room? Oh, man, that's probably boiler room. Geologist bundle. That's where it's for. This thing? No, this thing only makes ore. I need to get these cracked open by Flint if I want them. Okay, that takes care of Pierre's family. Let's go up the way and I'm gonna click some more berries before it gets too dark. Talk about Demetrius and Robin. Um, I'm gonna say no to Demetrius. I love that he's a very intelligent human being. Yucking yams, wow. But the way he's like overprotective of Maru, it's just weird and creepy to me. I'm like, bro, like I get it, she's your kid, but like, if she wants to get married and have a family instead of whatever dream that you've come up for her on how she should live her life, like, dude. So, Demetrius is a no for me. Robin, though. Heck yeah. I mean, I feel like Robin is an upgraded Leia, let's be honest. With Robin, she actually builds, I mean, don't get me wrong. Leia's cool, but being married to her was quite frankly super boring. At least Robin is the town's carpenter, and you know that she's great with like crafting things. So I'm gonna say yes for Robin. That would be cool. Um, and again, we won't talk about the dynamics of being married to someone that has children. That's just weird. Um, hey, no more berries. All right. Town into our town. We've got oh no, that's not that Pam is our singles. No, we're talking about married couples. I think our last married couple then is Jody and Kent. Um, I'm actually gonna say no to both of them. I would not want to be married to either one of them. We know Kent has severe PTSD. There's that whole popcorn incident in the kitchen. So that's a no, dog. No for me. And while Jody seems like a very loving wife, um the fact that like even she admits she spoils the kids, and she's like, "Oh, I spoil them too much. They don't know how to do their own cooking and laundry," which is very apparent when you marry Sam. You're like, "Bruh, thanks for the pizza, I guess." Cool. That's not great. Um, I guess, yeah, I guess technically George and Evelyn you could marry them too. I'm gonna say no to that as well, just because I don't know why I think that's weird. I just can't explain. I'm not like I think it'd be weird to be able to be married to George or Evelyn. Like I don't know, maybe because they're old. Like I don't mean to be like ageist, but that one feels weird. I don't like it. Pierre, Robin, Kent, Jody, Evelyn, George, Demetrius, Carolyn. Okay, that takes care of our married candidates and my thoughts. So I'm hoping, well, it would be interesting that that's not the route that we're going. Mature singles in your area. No, I like it. What do we got? Yeah, what do we got today? Weather. No, I don't care about either of those. Next up, oh dear neighbor, I hope you are feeling settled in your new home. I'm writing to you. The PR store is now selling fertilizers. Why don't you swing by and see if you can afford a few dozen boxes or so. You know that incident when after you get rid of, like, I said before, after you get rid of Jojo Cola, where he's like, oh, I'm gonna label, I don't even think it was organic. He was like, I'm gonna label the produce organic and mark it up by like 300%, and now no one wants to buy it. Oh no. Like, I totally thought this was gonna work. I'm like, sir, just no. No. Thanks, Pierre. No, I can count on you. Um, so, cool. Not really. What a pile of shit. Thanks. That was a terrible joke, Tony. But I'm gonna let you have it. I'll let you have it. You can have that one. Yet. All right. So let's talk about some people that I think would be interesting candidates. Um, the wizard. The wizard is single. He's got a lot of baggage. A lot of baggage, but he is single, and I think it would be interesting to be married to the wizard. I don't know if it would be a good thing or a bad thing, but I do think it would be interesting. He's all about like his connecting with the nature as well in his own way, and um he has a crazy ex-girlfriend that he most likely cheated on, possibly with Caroline, that runs around cursing the countryside. Actually, if you wizard, if you got married to the wizard, I think it would be interesting that part of the deal was that the witch curses you twice as often, or curses your farm twice as often. This is how you get void chickens and void slimes, is the witch cursing your stuff. But I think then she should come and like curse your farm and make your crops wither and die. Like that would be interesting if you got married to the wizard. Um, is you would get this random chance of her coming in and cursing your crops, or like they would like change or something. I don't know. Mm, well, that's a good one. So I would say wizard is maybe. I would not be upset if they made the wizard available. Um, my other sort of like weird one is the dwarf. So you can have Krobus as a roommate. Why can't we have the dwarf as a roommate? Void mayo, but buffs to dungeoneering. Ooh. Why can we not have the dwarf as a roommate if we can have Krobus as the roommate? They've supposedly made peace thanks to the wizard and are both, hiding in the dark dwellers. I think it would be really interesting to have that as a possibility. I don't know how I'd be like, I mean, he sells some goods that you can get. I don't know what Krobus gives you as your roommate, but everyone usually gives you something. But I think I would not be upset if the dwarf was my roommate. That would be fine. So those are my like kind of like, that would be interesting. If roommate, I want a roommate shaped. Thank you. I agree. And then we're finally left with our actual bachelors and bachelorettes. Starting off strong with the person that definitely travels on how much I hate him more than the other two people I hate is Clint. If Concerned Ape makes Clint a married character, a character you can marry. What's in this? Oh, hey, look at that. Why am I saving all of this? Why am I saving all of this? Sell it, girl, sell it. Child, you don't need all this shit. Oh. Hey, Blue Tigress. Welcome to the stream. I am currently just voicing my thoughts on marriage candidates. We have discussed people who are married. That would be interesting if they got divorced. The wizard and the dwarf. And now I'm going into who is currently single and my thoughts on whether or not Concerned Ape should make them a candidate that is worthy of being married. I'm going to go ahead and save the flowers. People like flowers. And these items to make more stuff. Other than that, I'm going to sell everything. I don't need any of this stuff. Like, I can eat the food raw, but Leia, I have thoughts about Leia. I got married to Leia in one of my games. I like the idea of being married to Leia, but when it came to her and her like heart events, I was like, I don't know. Oh, cool, I've got 5. So no hate if you love Leia, but she's not one of my top contenders for a normal marriage. She is very down to earth. She is very down to earth. Although I did learn the hard way that if you punch her ex, she doesn't appreciate it. And I was like, well, he was being a rude asshole. So, I mean, I thought it was fair that I should get to punch him, especially if it was an option. Whatever. Okay. So, if Concerned Ape makes Clint a candidate that you can marry, one, I'll burn the game down, guys. No, I'm not going to burn the game down, but I will be very, very upset. And not only will I actually marry Clint, but I will divorce him almost immediately just so he continue to be a miserable ass. He's kind of an ass. Like, no. So those are my feelings about Clint being a candidate. I'm like, no, no, absolutely not. What do you want this? No. Oh, did I forget to put eggs in here? Oh my gosh. Wait, am I in spring or summer? I thought it was in. I guess I'm in spring. Okay. I need to put crops in here. I need to put stuff in here. Oh no. Okay. Ugh. Ugh. Crap. Oh, if I not put an egg in there yet. How have I not put an egg in there yet? I get eggs. Nope. 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 Can't remember where this stupid crystal. Anyways, continuing on. All right, so that's Clint. Gus. No, I think it would be interesting to be married to Gus. He runs a saloon. He's a great cook. Um, you know, Gus seems okay. I'd be like, oh, okay, you can be married to Gus. Sure, why not? He's gonna have a job every single night. Like he's not gonna be home until late. But whatever. It's cool. I think Gus is okay. So I think Gus would be interesting. Um, Lewis, again, one of the greatest villains in this game. Glenn, who's Glenn? The wizard is single. I did talk in depth about why I think it would be interesting to be married to the wizard. Um, definitely one of my more like higher ranked contenders. Um, I was talking about. There's Gus. There's Clint. Oh, Pam. Gunther. Gunther is not you. I don't think Gunther is a possibility. I mean, he could be. He could be. Why not? If you're gonna unlock stuff, why not unlock Gunther? I just sort of didn't really put him on the list because he is one of the villagers you interact with the least. As far as like, you can't even go around the thing to talk to him. Oh, I was talking about Lewis. Abigail is his daughter. See, that's what I said. Um, I thought that would be interesting. Um, so yeah, Lewis. If there is a villain in this game, it is Lewis, followed very closely by Pierre. Um, I again, one of those people I would marry and then divorce. I'd be like, no, I don't. The way you treat Marnie because you think it would ruin your reputation as being the mayor. No, no. So that's a no from me on Lewis. My other no is Pam. Oh my god, it's all like you want to talk about like people who love getting married to Shane and think you can change him. Let's talk about. Oh no, did my game just freeze? My card capture thing just said no. All right, I want to take a second to rethink my life choices. um, Pam. But I have to like turn. I have to turn the switch on and off again, right? Or how do I? Or the game? I forgot how to reset the thing so I can get back in. Anyways, Pam is awful. Not a good mom. The game just stopped. That's not me touching anything. Cause game. Oh, I forgot to pause. Okay. Pause. Pause. I think. Um, I feel like you could make the argument that Pam is in fact trying her best. But her best is not great. And I would only marry Pam to save Penny. I'm just gonna cut to myself while I fix this. Just me. Hi. So yeah. Yeah, I would just marry Pam to save Penny as opposed to marrying Penny to save Penny.
I don't think Pam's doing her best.
Did
you pause here?
I paused here somewhere.
Because this is not where the problem is. The problem is
Yeah.
there somewhere. So, okay, so you changed. Oh, good. You did change it. Okay, yeah. Close that.
Close this. Troubleshooting while talking.
I'm gonna turn it off and turn it back on. Give it a second.
Yeah.
Oh. When?
Stuff is happening.
That's what happens when I don't.
Okay.
That thing's been dead for years.
Can I click on this?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh God, I connected that. Okay, well, there we go.
Okay.
Should be good. Look.
Okay, we're back. Okay, cool. There we go. Thanks. So you wanna slide in and give your opinion on Pam?
No, I'm trying to update those 12 videos I didn't.
Hey, Pink Eye, I'm glad to see you.
Hey, how was class?
He's on a break.
Oh, okay, well, cool.
I appreciate it. Yeah. I hope class is going well tonight.
Smoke one cigarette less.
Your cousin says smoke one cigarette less on break. Whatever. So yeah, I'm hoping it's not Pam because I just think that would really suck. We're going to like end 10. Okay. All right. So that's Pam. We'll do Willie next.
Oh yeah.
Willie as a marriage candidate.
True love is
If you could not hear that, that is Tony saying his true love is the sea. And I can't do the piratey accent that well, so it is what it is.
The worse you do it, the better.
No, I'm an HVAC knuckler, so I don't smoke. Okay. So, Willie, I mean, it doesn't feel as weird as like kind of we're talking about concerned ape is made an announcement today about upcoming updates, and I'm going over thoughts and opinions on the rumors first before we go check out what the actual update was. So if you know what the updates were, don't say anything. No spoilers. And one of the things he was unlocking were new marriage candidates. So I'm kind of going over the candidates that I think that would be possibilities in my opinions. And yeah. Marrying Willie does not feel as weird as like marrying Evelyn or George. But it does feel like a little strange, a little like, oh, okay, sure, I don't know about this. Eh. It's kind of like somewhere in the mid-range for me, I guess, as far as like what I would think about if he was a possibility. I'd be like, I don't even know if I'm gonna go for that one. And that finally brings me to the one person that I would actually, out of everyone who's left, the one person who I actually think is worth marrying. I would gladly marry Willie. I'll not be taking any questions. Which is Marnie. I think Marnie deserves better. I think Marnie is a good person who deserves so much better than what Lewis can offer. And I will happily live with her and her chickens and her goat. We already have the goats, the chickens anyways. I will happily live with her and the other farm animals. So I am totally okay if and living and having Jazz move in with us. I get a free bonus kid. I would be totally fine if Marnie became a candidate that we could marry. That seems the best, really. Justice for Marnie. For real though, poor Marnie. I mean, I do feel bad that she doesn't believe that she. Like honestly, like she could do the wizard at some point during the spring dance is all like Marnie looks beautiful today, or is it not the wizard? Is it the Adventurers Guild? If someone, I think it's either the wizard or the guy from the Adventurers Guild, comments on how pretty Marnie looks that day, and I'm like, Marnie, you do not need to be stuck with Lewis. He is awful, absolutely awful. So, yeah, justice #justice for Marnie. Anyways, so yeah, those are my thoughts on the candidates. And we still have so much more to talk about with rumors. How would you with partners get? So do you want to send them to Dove School? Tony, that's rude. I would never send Jazz to Dove School. I mean, I might send my own biological children there, but I would not send Jazz there. That's not okay. Poor Jazz. Where did this flower come from? I don't remember picking that flower. Huh. Did I pick that flower? Okay. So those were my thoughts and opinions on the mechanically, okay. On marriage candidates. All right. Going into which the next thing I'm about to talk about, I don't have a ton of thoughts of opinions on. But that is farmlands. Night Pink Eye. Apparently we might be getting a new type of farmland. I'm I honestly, when I sat and I really tried to think of what a new farmland would look like, I couldn't really come up with anything. I kind of feel like he got all of his bases covered um in his first couple of iterations. Like I genuinely have no clue what else you would do. I need to go to bed soon. What else you would do for farmlands? There's I mean I can definitely tell you I've tried most of them, just not all of them. Um I've done standard because it's kind of like the first one. Ooh, space. Well, that would be interesting. So I thought standard was fine. I feel like it's pretty well balanced for a farm. After standard was the Riverland. Hated it. I love getting a smoker because smoked fish is easy cash money, especially like your first year. Gorgeous, great, perfect. But the time it takes to travel your farmland was redonkulous. I hated it. Rerun. Give me them recipes. Mouthwater recipe for my secret cookbook. This week's dish: stir fry. It's a perfect way to get some healthy greens on your plate. Saute the greens in a little sesame oil. Make sure to add plenty of fresh ginger and garlic. Now breathe deeply. Oh, that's good. Oh, I already know how to cook this. Well, thanks. Or nothing. I should get a well. I should get a lot of things. Do I have enough for a silo yet? Oh, God, I need so much stuff on this farm. Stir Fry Fridays. That is the worst joke. That was a terrible joke. We're not gonna go there. You can finish your own joke. Riverlands. Terrible. Hated it. Was not a fan. Like I said, easy money, but that's about, I mean, if you're willing to put up with all the ridiculousness of living on there, then cool. I'm not a fan. What was after that? That was forests. I like the aesthetic of the forest farm. But as far as like practicality or what it can offer. That's okay. Can I don't stop it. Thank you, Fred. Um, you know, you get a lot more bushes, a lot more of these things, which is great for like harvesting things later. So whatever. Make it up there. I have to chop stuff down. Okay, we're just gonna skip that for now. Chickens. Check all my chickens. I keep forgetting to say hi to them. Okay, cool. They still like me. Yeah, I forgot to say hi to them. I forgot about the chicken. So, forest, that's okay. Like I said, I'm mostly just like the aesthetic of the forest. And then after forest was hilltop. The other new farm I started was hilltop. It's it's okay. Like the layout does feel like really different, but I do like having my own mini quarry to mine. So that was, yeah, whatever. All right. Uh, and then after that is the other one I've done is beach. Um, again, okay. Not one of my favorites just because you can't farm on the beach. You get access to beach sea life, like their fish, and you get crates that wash up goodies on occasion. And you get some decent goodies, especially later in the game. But your farmland space is pretty limited, and trying to unlock the greenhouse kind of becomes the main priority. Um, and then this farm that I'm currently on, that I'm working with right now, is called Meadowlands. I love this farm. This is my cheat farm because you start with a coop and 2 chickens. I think that's great. That I don't have to work to pay extra for that. I can start off already with making some money and doing some things. So I do like that. And then there are the two nope, the two farms that I have not done yet, which is Wilderness and Four Corners. So Four Corners is the multi um farm, which I haven't done yet. Tony already knows what I'm about to say. I love him. I love him a lot. There's a reason why we are married, but we do not do great co-op together, and I do not think that we should. I do not think that's a good idea. So, if anyone else is interested in doing co-op with me, let me know. But the two of us is not a great idea. And Wilderness, apparently monsters come and attack. Like her top is beach. Monsters come and attack you, which I kind of feel like was the same thing with me saying like having the witch come out and curse you, at night. So the monsters come out, and the monsters come out at night, and will attack you. So you I guess you gain your fighting skill really quickly. That's content that I don't want to divorce. Word. So yeah, no on Wilderness yet. I'll probably try it at some point and just haven't gotten around to it yet. I'm really curious. I forgot about birthdays. Oh, cool. It's no one's birthday. Wait. Yeah. No. I might have missed Haley's birthday. Ham's name. What do you want? A largemouth bass. We'll see. We'll see what I can do. I was gonna go to the community center, even though I have like 15 other things to do. Mom's come out at night. So yeah, I honestly have no idea what a kind of new farm. Like the only thing I think it was like maybe like a hybrid of some of the types. Um, like I really don't know what else would be a good farm. I did hear that there was someone made a mod where you're in Zuzu City. So I don't know if like a quote unquote city farm might be a thing. Yeah. So Yeah. There are the farms that I like and the farms that I don't like, but I genuinely do not know if what I think would be a good new option. So we'll see. We'll see if there was a farm update. And that brings me to the last rumor I kind of care about, which is the children. Um, I don't particularly care to have kids in Stardew Valley. They're I think they're boring. Um, the concept of having kids is really cute. But once they're a toddler and they're just sort of running around your house forever, I don't know. I just think it's boring. It's not really for me. Um, so I am very curious what his plans are. If he's going to be doing anything with the children. Um, it'd be nice to have them leave the house because they never leave the house. Like Thriller Pivot, no more children, they're all gone. Weapon stuff. What? Um, yeah. I don't know what he's gonna do about the kids. It would be nice if you, at least when you interacted with them, there was a bit more I don't even think they talk to you. I don't think they even get to an age where they talk to you ever. They're just there. I remember having them and being like, "Do you do anything? Like, what do you do here? Why are you here?" I need a silo. That's actually part of my barn. Well, silo. I know I have the 100 gold. I might have the clay. I don't have the copper. Oh, I forgot if I have the. I think I have stone. I have the stone. Okay, I need to make sure I have clay and copper bars. And if I need copper bars, I should go do some mining. We'll go check out the quarry. Oh, look, the mine cone. Um, but yeah, there was at least an update made where, like, if you attended some of the everyone events, like the Spring Festival or the Luau, your kids would show up as well. Oh my god, I forgot about fucking Linus. I felt like I was forgetting someone as a marriage candidate. Like, I'm forgetting someone. I forgot about Linus. Sorry. My Bella is my cat, apparently. Oh, I haven't fixed the quarry yet. Oh, that's why I'm not over there. Oh, that means I can only go in the dungeon. Okay, poop. Okay, well, I have so many things I need to do. Um, Linus. Whereas I like to call him Linus because that's when I met someone and their name was spelled that way, they said it was pronounced Linus, so I pronounce it Linus. Um, Linus. Being married to Linus. The unhoused how ableist. I mm, I don't even know if Linus wants to get married. And if he does, he's certainly gonna be like, I want to live in your house. That's not my lifestyle. Well, I don't know. I don't know. I'm like, is it even worth it to get married to him? I have no idea. Um, you know, he has some interesting things to offer as a marriage partner. Like, he gives you the cool fish bait and whatnot. I not get that berry? That berry's gonna be there for like 5 seconds. Excuse me, 5 seasons. I need to stop dropping F bombs. I'm like, why? Everything takes so long in this. No, everything takes so long in this. Can I? No. Maybe if I go the other way, can I get to the stuff? Right here. No, not close enough yet. If I go this way. No. All right, cool. Well, I guess it just lives there now. Proto Dirtbag. I don't know. Yeah, I don't like. I'm not gonna say no, but I don't know if I would say yes to Linus as a marriage candidate. Mm. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Oh, I do have everything. No, I'm missing one copper bar. Dang it. I'm not giving it to the community center. Um, hmm, hmm. Yeah, I don't know about that one. I did think about it, and I still didn't come up with an answer when I thought about it originally. I'm like, choice. And I mean, he feels like he's living his best life. Like you talk to him all the time. And yeah, like I said, you offer him the opportunity to come live with you, and he was like, "Nah, dog, I'm good. I like living in my tent." Which again, I'm like, you know, buddy, friend, pal of the woods, I get that you want to live your sexy brush. Come on, you want to live your best life untethered to society. Unfortunately, they're gonna judge you. And when people offer you food and you're like, no, I've got my berries, they're like, well, also you were digging through their trash, so whatever. Um, it makes them feel like, hey, you're going without, and they want to help you, and then you're like offended. And then people ask, hey, we could offer you like a house with four walls for free. And you're like, no, I like living in my tent. Yeah, people are gonna think you're kind of weird. I'm not saying it's, whatever, but people are gonna judge you quite a bit for living such an extremist lifestyle. Like it's right or wrong, it's just he's so uppity about it. Like, oh, no, no one, I mean, to be fair, he does say people throw rocks at his tent, which is not okay. That's just not cool. But like, I think everyone else thinks he's fine, just odd, and he's always like, yeah, they don't like me. And I was like, I mean, is that what the problem is, or is it like something else? So I don't know. Mm. And I feel like marrying him wouldn't fix any of that. He would still be like, ah, I like tent. So that's how he talks to him. Ah, and kids on my lawn. Some type of how uh okay. So yeah. And that concludes my thoughts and opinions. Let's finish this day out and I will finally look at together. We will look at Concerned Apes announcement and I will play some more and I will share more thoughts and opinions and feelings that people did not ask for. Because that's what I do here. That is my content. Why am I holding on to these? Girl, throw this stuff away. Throw it away. And by throw it away, I mean sell it. Like I don't need to be holding on to all. I am holding on to these. Wait, why do I have this? Oh, I have to put it in the museum. Oh, I have to put it in the museum. Dang it. You involve me? Okay, well, I'm gonna sell these though, because I don't need to put those in the museum. Actually, okay, well, let me sell this one. No, let me sell this one. Eat some of these ones. Probably don't even hear their something because they get drunk and leads to throw walks at large yellow tent. No one will say anything about. Not saying right, but it's called. Yeah, it's true. It's like maybe they can't get over Marnie's fence to push over cows or something. I don't know. But I need more copper ore. All right, I'm just gonna eat all the spring onions then, I guess. Energy. No, it's. We're gonna cutting it close with time. Okay. Dash. Dash as fast as you can, little farmer. To the mines. No, I don't need rocks. I need ore. Don't hit the rocks. More, go faster. Anyways, um, but yeah, if you have thoughts and you're here in chat with us, let me know what you think. And if you watch this later, let me know what you think. Um, what were your thoughts when you heard the rumors, and then what were your thoughts when you found out what was actually happening? I'm curious. Leaving for the mindset madness. It is. This is terrible, terrible decisions. Go this way. What did I hit? We'll start at 10. This is such a bad idea. This is such a bad idea, guys. Bad ideas. Bad ideas. Okay, we don't care about regular rocks. We're gonna skip all the regular rocks until I need to get out of here. Bop, bop. No, stop. Stop it. Stop it. Okay, there we go. Cool. Oh no. No, no. Life has been lifing. If you watch, oh, I do need that for the computer. If you've watched any of Tony's streams, I think he has mentioned that we are hoping to move soon in the future, and then hopefully in the not too distant future. And finding a new place has been a challenge. Welcome to the Bay Area. Finding something that is affordable. Are the Junimo slimes, are they related? They are not slimes, and they are not related. Juminos are forest spirits that take over abandoned places. Slimes are just jerks. Yeah, slimes are just jerks. I don't know if there's anything else. And Junimos don't try to kill you. And they're also aliens. No! 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 Oh my god, what is happening? What? Oh my god. Okay, there it is. I was like, where is it? Where is it? Oh my god. No. Oh shoot. Oh, poop. Poop! Oh my god, why are there so many of them? Oh, fuck you guys. Oh. Okay, no. Okay, it stopped. Am I gonna make it? I don't have any health. I don't have anything to eat. Get it? My thumb is getting tired. My thumb is getting tired. Ah! Stupid. I must have bad luck today. I should have checked my luck before I left the house. I need 3 more orbs. And it's already no. Fuck you. No, leave me alone. No. Okay, I bounced him. Leave the mine. Leave the mine. Leave the mine. It was a bad day to be here. A really bad day to be there. God, that really. I don't like. Ugh. That was horrific. Absolutely awful. My sad, rusty, crusty, dusty, fallen apart sword. Marlin could give me a better sword, but instead he gave me this pathetic thing. He has a lava sword that he could have given me, and instead he gave me the one that is looking like it's ready to fall apart any second. Sometimes you eat the bar. This is not cool, guys. It's really not cool. Oh, no, wait, I still have an hour. Okay, put stuff away. Hold on. No. In it. Go in the thing. Okay. That goes in there. That goes in there. That goes in there. That goes in there. I'm gonna take this out for the. No, I don't care about that. Put that back. I like to, much like in real life, I like to pre-prep my morning. Okay. Okay. Maybe we'll have a better day in the mines tomorrow. Okay, go to bed. Go to bed. Get some sleep. Oh, and then we're gonna check out the stream thing. You know, the thing. How's money doing? Not that great. Okay. I'll pause here, and I'm going to click this button. Click this button, and I'm going to click that button. Okay. See, how long is this video? This video is 22 minutes. Maybe I should have watched this earlier. Then you wouldn't get to see my reaction. Okay, can't sleep. Cat taking him the whole bed. You die. Okay, let me turn off the game for a second. Didn't realize the video was going to be 22 minutes long. So welcome to the stream. We're going to watch the video together. Sleep mode. Turning off the Twitch for a second. All right. Hopefully you can hear. At the end of the video. Aw, 8. This envelope is on my desk. Okay, it's cute.
Hey guys, it's me, Concerned Ape, creator of Stardew Valley. Today is the 10-year anniversary of Stardew Valley. So to commemorate this special milestone, I put together this video which shows off some old builds of the game, has some of my commentary about the development timeline, and highlights the various updates over the years and how Stardew Valley has changed over time. So I hope you find it interesting, and here we go.
By the way, I really loved going to the concert. Sprout Valley. Oh, whoa. I've not seen any of these.
Sprout Valley, 2012. So this was the original name of Stardew Valley. It was called Sprout Valley, which is an awful name. That's why I eventually changed it. But this was probably about 6 months into development. I had a functioning game, but it was very rudimentary, and I would say much more similar to the Super Nintendo Harvest Moon game than Stardew Valley is today. Of course, I grew up playing Harvest Moon for the Super Nintendo, and so I was heavily inspired by it. And, you know, my first target, you might say, for this game was to essentially emulate Harvest Moon for the Super Nintendo. That was my starting point, and then I wanted to expand a bit from there. As you can see, the pixel art basically looks like crap, but there are some things like the bus there that essentially made it into Stardew Valley. The basic design was there, even 6 months into development, and you know, Stardew Valley took 4.5 years to release 1.0. So we can watch this for a little bit. You'll notice how it looks similar to Pelican Town. Some things are basically unchanged, but then other things are quite odd. Pierre's got his daily wallpaper and flooring on display.
Oh, is that what that is? I was like, what is that? Yorba! Or whatever it's called. Bedroom?
Those portraits are kind of hideous. Sometimes I wonder, you know, if I had just released this game after 6 months, where would I be right now? Somehow I don't think that the game would have taken off. So...
Clint.
Oh, look at Clint. But, you know, this was like a part of essentially a training process for me. It was my education on being a game developer. I do think there's something special about the naive perspective of a beginner. It's untarnished, it's fresh, it's primal, and you can't really recapture that once you have experience. There's the original Gunther. Green hair in the sprite, brown hair in the portrait.
I was about to say, what is up with that?
I don't know what I was thinking.
Oh, look at Clint. He's so toxic.
And the character movement speed is insane. I'm sure you guys would love that in Stardew Valley. I'll have to get you on Way of the Wind Part 100. Alright, let's show you the old mines real quick. The mines are one of the areas of Stardew that have gone under a lot of changes, probably the most changes of any, at least gameplay element.
Right? Like, this is so bad.
However, some concepts have been there from the very beginning, like slimes. Slimes have always been there. Ladders down have always been there in one way or another.
It's like the offshoot rooms the way it first set up. Ugh, anything. Oh no.
I guess I hadn't discovered the concept of knockback yet.
Oh. I do. Sometimes I love it. I barely hear you just last time.
The death sound has always been there. Alright, well, I think that's enough for Sprout Valley. So let's go ahead and jump to the next earliest build that I have. So here we have a build from 2013. I've probably been working on Stardew for maybe a little over a year at this point. And it's radically different from that previous build that I showed you. We're actually starting to see some things that look like Stardew Valley here. And I think at this point I was calling it Stardew Valley. However, things are kind of odd. The way the farmer looks is weird. The way he's running around is kind of weird. The colors are now more saturated, which is true to form, but yet that exact shade of Stardew Valley yellow dirt hasn't quite been established yet. But yeah, this version of Stardew Valley was basically more of like a sandbox idea. In this iteration, this was like the weirdest time for the game. I feel like it's like the Stardew Valley hit puberty here. But so you would like actually buy animals and buildings from your in-game menu rather than go to Robin. And there was that farm map you just saw. Like that was pretty cool, actually, that farm map. Now you guys are going to be mad at me that that's not in Stardew Valley anymore. But yeah, it was a little bit more of a simulation concept, I guess, than an RPG. Yeah, so back then I had item of the day and crop of the week. But I got rid of that because there's this fundamental problem where you can store things in chests in Stardew Valley. So this creates this incentive to just never ship anything until the crop is crop of the week or the item is item of the day. And I just don't think that's very fun. You don't ever want to incentivize things that aren't fun. That's Game Dev 101. All right, you can see here it's starting to look like Pierre's. Starting to look like that old familiar shop. But anyway, maybe let's jump ahead a little bit and check out what the mines are looking like in 2013. So this was the era of the procedurally generated mines. My idea was I wanted the mines to be like Terraria, but, you know, top down instead of side scrolling. And it was you had these big procedurally generated levels and you mined into the walls and uncovered ores and secrets within the walls, which I think was a cool idea, but for some reason I was just never able to really make it compelling, and it was very bug prone, which it just ended up being too complicated. I think it was maybe just beyond my ability. I don't know. Or maybe another way to think about it was just that it was too ambitious of a concept for the scope of this game. This should have been an entire game on its own. And, you know, if you've played Core Keeper, that's pretty much what Core Keeper is, which is a cool game, by the way. But yeah, when I saw Core Keeper, I was like, hey, someone finally did it. So, cool idea, but I had to make the hard decision to scrap all of it. And I spent a long time working on this, too. But I made the decision to scrap all of it, and let's see, there's a bug right there. Do a simpler approach, which is the mines that are in Stardew Valley today, where it's not procedurally generated. There's some randomness, but the levels are all designed by hand. Here we have a goblin village, an underground goblin village. All this content completely scrapped from the game.
Sad about the goblins.
And I mean, I don't regret it. Just because something sounds cool, just because the idea is cool, doesn't mean that it's going to be fun or it's going to be the right idea in practice. Oh, and by the way, underground goblin villages are not canon, all right? Anything you see here from previous builds is not considered to be canonical Stardew Valley. All right, let's move on to yet another more recent version. So this one's from sometime in 2014. This was the title screen at that time. I mean, it's kind of glitching out, but it had these weird buttons on the side. And then when you loaded the game, there was this loading screen, which was kind of reminiscent of like The Sims. But I mean, it doesn't look too much different than the last build, but you start to see some more Stardew Valley things come into place, like the what we call the daytime money box in the upper right is there. Willie's shop is basically looking like it always does. We now have the community center in the game, and it looks essentially exactly the same as it does now. I'm not sure why there's this ugly yellow color, this ugly yellow filter over the entire screen. You'll notice Clint was a little less doughy back then. And Joe Jamart was not yet in town. Cat Mouse wasn't a thing yet. And the inside of the farmhouse was like very static. I don't even think you could move any of the furniture, which allowed me to have the pixel art look kind of nice with some shading and stuff. But I mean, I think it's important that you can decorate your house. People love that. So this is from August 2015, which is only about a half year from launch. But still, there are a ton of things that are like not finished yet. So this shows just how much Stardew Valley kind of came together at the last moment. The farmhouse still has this weird protuberance. Protuberance, is that a word? This weird thing, this nose sticking out right next to the door. I don't know what I was thinking there. But obviously I got rid of that at some point. The mailbox is still on the left, so that must have changed that. You know, it's like I did a ton of work in the last like 6 months. I think I was just at the point where I knew it was so close. I needed to finish the game. The finish line was so close, and that's what gave me the drive and the motivation to make all these little changes in the last 6 months to prepare the game for release. I think one of the most notable things was just that the farmer still had this weird, goofy look. This is not what the farmer looks like in Stardew Valley, so that was like a last-minute change, which I'm really glad about because I don't really like the way this looks. Looks kind of stiff, kind of like a Pinocchio or something. Yep, there's the old classic Stardew Valley mines. So
I think he's being too harsh about his avatar. I think it looks fine.
Have from before launch. I do want to give a shout out to my 2 beta testers, Bexy and Siri, who helped me find a ton of bugs in the game. Here's a screenshot from Bexy's farm. This is one of the first ever Stardew Valley farms. Looks pretty good. Thank you guys so much.
Wow, that is history right there. Like all of that. I had no idea. I mean, I knew he's been working on this game more or less solo, not entirely. Daytime Money Box is my stage name, but yeah, that's this is fascinating to me at least. I hope it's fascinating to you too. I got a few more minutes left, more than a few, but if it was okay, let's keep going.
So here we are, February 26th, 2016. The culmination of 4.5 years of work, the launch of Stardew Valley. A lot was riding on this because if it flopped, I would have been 4.5 years behind my peers with no money, no job experience. Would have been pretty depressing. I stayed up all night the night before because I found a bug and I had to fix it because the game was set to launch the next morning. So that was highly stressful. On the first day of launch, Stardew sold just under 40,000 copies, which was already beyond my wildest dreams. After that first day, I knew that this was going to be a big deal. I knew that I could be a game developer from now on. It was really happening. Of course, I didn't really have time to think about that too much because there were immediately bugs being found in the game. And I spent I think I released a patch every single day for the next 4 days after launch. Pretty big patches too. But see, back then, the game was a lot simpler. There wasn't different languages. There wasn't multiplayer. It was just me working on it. So I could crank out it was only on Steam. I didn't have to make a console build. I didn't have to make a mobile build. So I could crank out updates at an extremely fast pace. I spent the rest of that spring fixing every bug that people found and trying to add meaningful improvements to the game with each patch. I was releasing patches pretty rapidly. Some notable examples were Grandpa's Shrine and his evaluation. When the game first came out, Grandpa was extremely harsh, and he was almost a little bit rude. You know, if you didn't do a good job, he would say, "Man, I should have bequeathed the farm to my other grandkid." And there was no way to reevaluate. If you didn't get, the 4 spirit candles the first time, forget about it. So I softened that, and I also added in the way that you can, have them come back and reevaluate. Here's another example. On March 20th, I added unique dialogues for all the spouses. So I don't remember this, but apparently before then, every single spouse had identical dialogue, and people still complain about this, but there's been a ton of work on the spouses over the years. And it just goes to show that, even though Stardew Valley was launched, in my mind, it was not its ultimate form. That's why I kept making updates. That's why essentially, as soon as these bug fix patches were out of the way, I immediately started working on the 1.1 update, which is the first major content update. So I'll just briefly go over the updates. If you want to see everything that's been added to Stardew Valley, I recommend going to the version history page on the Stardew Valley wiki. But the 1.1 update added 4 new farm types and kind of established the tradition of every update adding new farm types to the game. And notably, it added Shane and Emily as marriage candidates, which you, the community, voted on a poll that I put on Twitter.
The community voted for Shane? The community voted for Shane. I'm disappointed in you. I'm so disappointed in you all. Bad. You're all bad people. I have no words. You're bad.
1.2 just added new languages to the game. It wasn't really a content update. I hadn't yet established the tradition of 1.x updates always being major content updates. So then we had the 1.3 update, which most importantly added multiplayer to the game, fulfilling the promise I had made to the players before Stardew Valley even came out. 1.3 also added the winter night market and a few other things. One thing about 1.3 is the multiplayer was actually developed, not by me. It was put in by a guy named Tom Coxon, who went on to create a game called Cassette Beasts. You should check it out. Thanks, Tom. But it started this new era where I was open to getting help on the actual development of Stardew Valley, which allowed for bigger, more ambitious updates. So then there was the 1.4 update, which added the movie theater, fish ponds, 14 art events to all the spouses, and many other great things to the game. Then we had the 1.5 update, which added a huge endgame location, Ginger Island. the Qui quests and this idea of perfection. The volcano, which allowed you to enchant your weapons and tools.
I've never called him Qui. I keep calling him Key. Like, I don't know, but apparently it's Qui.
And many other great things. Then there was the 1.6 update, the most recent update. Kind of a return to the valley after 1.5's Ginger Island. 1.6 added some new systems, some endgame content. It kind of filled in some gaps that I feel like were present in the game. And it added some old ideas that I've had for a long time, like Green Rain. So those were all the major updates to Stardew Valley in a nutshell. Of course, there were some intermediary updates in between all of those major ones, which sometimes added some important things to the game. But those were the...
Oh. No, not the babies. It's their memorial. That's upsetting. I love it and I hate it so much. Oh my god. Qui is fire. It skips for your chew. Gross. Oh, look at Dudley looking Bella.
major updates. Now, what's next? Well, as I've already announced, there is a 1.7 update in the works, but I don't want to reveal too much about what's in the update yet. Although I did announce that there would be 2 new marriage candidates, and I'm going to reveal those soon. I know you guys are probably bored out of your minds by this, and you're just waiting for me to get to the unveiling of the marriage candidates, right? But I just have one more thing to say. I have in my hands an envelope with the names of the 2 new marriage candidates that will be added in 1.7. But before I open that up and reveal the names to you, I just wanted to say thank you so much for supporting Stardew Valley over the past 10 years, for all the mods, the fan art, all the letters, and the comments you've made to me telling me how much Stardew Valley has meant to you. That's meant a lot to me too. And it's really given me a lot of purpose in life. So I'm grateful to you for making this a reality for me. Thank you so much. I also just want to thank everyone else who's been part of the Stardew Valley journey, from the other developers who have helped me out over the years, to the merchandise companies who have created all these cool Stardew Valley items, the people who have run the Stardew Valley concerts, Cole for helping me make the Stardew Valley board game, and so many other cool things that have come about over the past 10 years. So thank you so much to everyone. Now, let's get down to business.
Oh boy.
All right, here it is. 1.7 marriage candidates. There you go.
No. Okay. A, I'm mad because I had Sandy on my list and I fucking forgot to talk about Sandy. No. 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 Like I said, I was so irritated because I did have Sandy on my original list. And I was like, I feel like I'm forgetting to talk about people. Sandy was the other person that I was like, cool. I think it would be neat to be married to Sandy. She's super hot. But no. Oh no. I'm doing it. I'm gonna do it on stream. Well, this fucking thing gets released. We're gonna marry him, and you're gonna watch me divorce him because he does not get a redemption arc. No. 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 I said no.
Clint and Sandy.
No.
It's their turn. It's their time.
No. No. No.
All right.
Ugh!
Well, thanks for watching, and I hope you have a great day. Bye.
Ugh. right. Which. I. Yep, I'm damn near speechless. It's just okay. Actually, let me just do this really. And that won't. As you can tell, I have strong feelings. Strong feelings. Again, I'm really, really irritated that I did not talk about Sandy. She was on my list, and somehow I missed her. I'm excited about Sandy. It's not Marnie. Guess we'll see if the incel redemption arc was in the 2026 projections. Gross. Fuck you. Come back and explain yourselves. So yay. Thrilled about Sandy. 10 out of 10. I think Sandy's great. I think she's an interesting character, especially if she doesn't actually like live in the valley. No, I don't think Clint deserves a redemption arc. I don't. I really don't. He's so like he just he needs therapy. He needs therapy. He needs some intensive therapy and to work through his own issues before he should ever get married. And yeah, but also because I was like, no, Lewis sucks, but so does Pam. Funny enough, I think I would have been okay with those two more than I am with Clint. And they're terrible. They're terrible people too. But I am really, really upset about Clint. You can't marry Krobus, but you can get him as a roommate. And I was hoping the dwarf might be a roommate option, but no. Ugh. I'm so irritated right now. I get a tier below the Shane in ranking. If we do get to do the panel at Fanime, there will be a special addendum portion to the panel with this new announcement because the panel's not until like May. All right, let's play some more of the stupid game that I love. So like if Clint was just underrated and be different, but he's not. I agree. He's not. He's really not. He's terrible. He's just like yeah, no, it does. It really does give off massive incel vibes. You're right, Tony. Oh, Chub Frenzy, my favorite. Yeah, I can't. There's just not really a good way to get around it. Like that's like I said, he needs therapy. Not a marriage partner. He needs a therapist. I'm gonna pause on watering all these crops. I'm just gonna go straight to the mines and I can get some more stuff. Actually, let me water my cat. Nope. Nope. So flustered. Yeah. How about if this guy in town was terrible, like in real life? Lol. Just not. People are gonna be out there being like, "Oh, but he deserves a redemption arc." Like Shane, I don't think Shane deserved a redemption arc either. Can I please open this? Can't not be irritated. Fine, everything's fine. Is anyone actually thirsty for Clint, like beyond the true perverts who wanted this? Right? Right? I agree. I need an explanation on this one. I was like, who? Did you just decide that you had, did Concerned Ape just decide that he had enough of us and he was like, I'm gonna troll them so freaking hard? Like, maybe we'll get lucky. Maybe it's a big, like, joke and he'll put in someone better after the community is like, this is a terrible idea. We better just players go, maybe, but it's just, he's weird, low-key creepy. And I married him. See? I agree, right? Agreed. Right? You're just all like, you know what, Emily, you deserve it. And then I like, so I don't know his birthday. Yes. It's beautiful. I love that story. That's an amazing story, Pink Eye. Gotta keep that one in my brain. I just like you. So you marry Emily, right, in the game, and if you go talk to Clint the next day, he basically like ignores you. Like he doesn't really talk to you. And I'm like, wow, Clint, that's so freaking mature. And then if you divorce Emily, because like I said, I was going through this. I'm going through everything where I was like marrying and then divorcing people, because then I was also curious what the villagers would have to say. He's all like, oh, I feel like today's gonna be a great day. And I'm like, fuck you, dude. Oh my god. I can't. Can't even think. Why is this happening? Yeah, no. But I am curious. I am curious as to like his reasoning. I can't wait to go look at. Oh, you know what? That's what I didn't do. Actually, hold on one second. Hold on. We're gonna pause this game really quick because I'm curious now. Hold on. Well, there's something that we need to do. We did not. I did not do the thing. I did not go to the comment section. Comments. You better crack my geodes for free at least. Nope.
Hey guys, it's me, Concerned Ape, creator of Stardew.
We already chatted with you. That was beautiful. I do like this one. None of what you're seeing is canon, all right? There's goblins living under my farm. Clint better not have that letter in his room professing his love to Emily when I become his spouse. Don't besmirch the noble throne. Clint deserves no accent. Oh, wait, on his birthday. Yeah, buddy, she's my weird crystal wife. Get wrecked, nerd. Sean Stardew Valley, run on a rail. Any of the kids can run the forge. They yearn for the mines. Okay, that's fine. If you can't see the comments, I'm trying to find the ones that I like to read because I can see how they're weirdly like truncated. Please do something about Gunther. Interesting. Give that poor man a great. Refusing me, my Fisher husband, Willie. I'm grieving. They took my wizard husband from me yet again. Clint's redemption arc better be crazy. This comment has 26,000 likes and 181 replies. With people being like, yeah, with people expressing all the same feelings. They're like, if he can redeem Shane and Haley, he can redeem Clint. You know, no. Someone says, putting Haley on the same level as Shane, let alone Clint, is unforgivable slander. I will be seeing you in court. I agree. Stardew Valley fans be acting like Clint is this close to killing somebody. I mean, he is. The biggest reveal is that we finally know how to pronounce Mr. Key as Quee. Right? I do want the Goblin Village back. I guess a lot of people thought it was going to be Wizard and Sandy, which I still would think was great. Clint redemption arc better be insane to take my wizard boyfriend away from us. Okay, that's enough. I was like, no, comments, chat's not going to fail me on this one. Chat's not going to fail me. They're going to be like, yeah, no, this is terrible. And I agree. It's terrible. Terrible, I say. Split off, like, man's going to have to channel Chokin and Shakespeare all at once to. Right? I agree. Like, how? How? Can I please get some freaking ore? There we go. There it is. Can I make bombs yet? Chat has entered the chat. Chat has entered the chat. I do appreciate though, like how other people are very silly, like, no concern, Ape, aka Eric. No. That's I'm disappointed. Right, that's all I needed. Although I can respect it, yeah, I don't want to have him like that, but like, homie, you had 10 years for this. I mean, it's true. He had plenty of other updates where he could have changed Clint in some fashion to make him more of a reasonable human being. Rather into being misunderstood and lonely. Right? I agree. Yeah. No, I agree. This is I am amused though at the thirst for the wizard. Everyone's all like, but the wizard though. Willie also kind of surprising. I mean, not super like, yeah. Oh, it's just like, I want my fisher husband. I want my fish husband. Eric. You know what you did. Oh. Sad. I'm sad. But yes. Every game going forward with him in it, I will marry him and then divorce him and never ever again. So as it is, he's originally, we all hate him for it. No, because he's it's just the way he acts. You know, it's not like, oh, I'm weird. Wait, I don't have any. Oh. Simple man who loves his fish. See, that's why I was thinking of Pirate Husband. I was thinking it would be great for at my kiln? No. Wait. I want my charcoal kiln. Furnace. I have the furnace. I want the charcoal kiln. Can you get over? Oh, I have to give up copper bars to get the stupid freaking. Okay. Do that. Need a thing to do the thing to get the money for the dope ass Disney train. I'm gonna go back in mines. Oh, why don't I have a mayonnaise machine yet? Oh, probably because I needed an earth crystal. Well, I have the earth crystal now. At least get a mayonnaise machine. Probably do that. Wait. Yeah, no, I'm holding the earth crystal. Alright, do that. I need some of that. And okay. Have a good night. Yeah, feelings. Big feelings. As I like to say to my kids. Big feelings are being had. Big feelings. Yeah, yeah. I mean, we'll go through all that dialogue again right now. Like, I mean, it's there. Like, we'll go through a bunch of it in this game. But yeah, you're just like, bruh. What did I need? Gonna use up all my copper. I'm gonna be spending forever in the mines. Mayonnaise machine. Gross. What's wrong with you? I also know it wasn't. I knew you in college. That's disgusting. Oh, that's too far. I don't want it there. No, I don't. Stop it. Okay, I need to do a lot of things. I am so flustered right now, y'all. Oh, grossing me out. I am very flustered. I'm just like, what is happening right now? What is this life that I'm living? This is the worst timeline. I know it's not that serious, but like it kind of is. It kind of is though. I can't wait to talk to the community about why this is the worst decision ever. I cannot remotely think because I like Shane's redemption arc isn't even that great. And the reason here's a part of the reason that you're kind of mentioning it like it was a joke because it is. Here's the thing about Shane's redemption arc, right? Spoilers. So, uh, he goes through this whole thing of like, oh, I'm gonna quit drinking because it's life is apparently a lot worth more living, has more value to it than I thought it was. And truthfully, you never actually get told why Shane is so depressed that he is an alcoholic. Let's just call it what it is. He's an alcoholic. Um, but uh you get married, right? If you choose that option after he has his moment of suicide. Um and theoretically he gets referred to and gets help. And then you live with him and his event is you think he's gone back to drinking and it turns out that he's spending all of his no, did you just crap on me again? Hold on. The video game for a second. 1 second. That's not the button now. That's the button now. All right, I think I paused. Um, you get married, and he moves in. First of all, I know like their rooms aren't really supposed to change, but it's just gross. He has his gross, nasty room in your farmhouse. Um, and you're like, ew, ew, ew. What's happening? How are you still running if I closed it? Give me 1 second. I don't know what's going on, Tony. Sorry. um, there we go. Cool. Um, so you're like, oh, it turns out he's drinking soda now, and he's just spending all of his money playing video games. Okay, first of all, he's still spending all of his money playing video games. Oh, and how did I do this? This is fun. Um, yeah, girl, get it together. um. And then, yeah, his room is still gross. Like, I get that their rooms are supposed to be like a reflection of them, but it's nasty in my farmhouse. Um, and he just, still kind of the same. Like, I think the best job he did was with Haley. That was one of the better like that one actually it was so good it made me mad. That's how good that redemption arc is. It made me very very mad because I want to hate her so much. That cat's to my farm. I was like, no, she's terrible. But she really does make a wonderful wife, and it pisses me off to no end that Haley is a great wife. Because I'm like, oh, she sucks. But then you're like, oh, I guess it don't suck that much. It's fine. Everything's fine. Um, enough to make a thing. So yeah, I cannot think of how. Oh, can I make bombs? I think you can make bombs. I make lots of things. Why haven't I made anything? Jeez. Yeah, I don't know. It's I'm like trying to think of how you're gonna make this incel of a human being. I'm just gonna call him an incel. An incel of a human being, redeemable. Like if he manages, I guess, to make it be like, oh no, we're gonna have him get some, like, kind of like how you did with Shane, where Shane like supposedly goes to get some therapy, and Clint gets some therapy and realizes, oh, you know what? The reason why Emily has never asked me out is because I'm weird about it and can't just be like, hey Emily, I'm interested in you. Like, you want to go out sometime? Like, maybe, like, I have no idea how you're gonna make this character likable. Really don't. You're great. I love you, but let's get you some manners lessons. Not even manners. She's just sort of like, one day she's just sort of like, I guess you're not that bad. And then it's like, oh, I really like you. And you're like, oh, well, thanks. And then she actually calls you by like your actual name. And you're like, oh my God, you like recognize me as a human being? Thanks, I guess. But then you get married and she's like, I fucking love you. And you're like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Fiction is how, and now you're making it about you instead, right? Like, is he getting hyper fixated on you when you start unlocking those heart events? Ugh, ugh, brother, ugh. So many thoughts. So many. None of which are good. Right. I'm gonna go to bed early on this one so I can go back to the mines in the morning and get more stuff. I need to build that silo. I'm not gonna make a run for the level 40 tonight. It's getting late in my time. Ugh, the money. No monies. I'm out of monies. I need more monies. But yeah, that was okay. That's what I'm doing next. And then, oh yeah, I still need to go to the Adventurers Guild. Okay. Friday. No. Okay. No, I don't go. Oh, I got a letter. Farmer Fred, I have a request for you. I need fresh cauliflower for a recipe I want to make. Could you bring me one? I have cauliflower growing still, so we're good on that. So as soon as that's ready. All right, water the cat. Can't forget the cat. Cat. Hi. Water cat. Except, okay. Cool. Let's stats which villagers are married and for how long, so we can see Clint at the bottom of the list for every year, right? You know what? I am gonna be really like, when that content starts rolling out of people who have married Clint. I'm gonna be very invested on what they think their marriage life is like, and yeah, yeah, I'm gonna be real curious as to like their opinions on like, oh yeah, no, I love it. Like, who's gonna be the one that turns around and says, actually, I really love being married to Clint. Like, it was how I felt about Ailey. I didn't think it was gonna work out. I thought it was gonna be awful, but it turns out that Clinton's actually great because I need to know who to hate in life. I need to know who not to like and not to follow. I really cannot think of how this is gonna work. All right, well, let's talk about a more positive note. I am looking forward to Sandy. I said that already. I think Sandy is cool. I think she's super hot. Sandy is a great one. I haven't paid attention to anyone's birthdays. Well, tomorrow Shane's, go figure. My turn. I married Clint. He's great. All obnoxious and emotionally abusive. Um, yeah. Oh, ugh. Now I just want to be single in this one. I'm all like, Oh, screw everyone. I don't want to marry any of you people. You're all terrible. No, they're not. Some people are more interesting than others, but okay. Donate. We have crystals. We can have this, I guess. Boop. And that one. And that one. In the beginning of the game, I don't organize my museum in any fashion. Do it later. Okay. This is a book by Marnie. Animals are very sensitive. They like to be pet every day and prefer to eat grass outdoors than dry hay. They don't like being outside in the rain, though happy animals produce higher quality products. There's my hashtag justice for Marnie. I like the idea of getting married to Sandy, but justice for Marnie. Justice for the wizard. It'd be so great to be married to Marnie and just have the bear just like super irritated with you, like vaguely all the time, being like, you married my, I don't know, ass or whatever it is you're getting from Marnie. You married my side piece. I'd be like, yeah, I did because you're a freaking loser. What's going on here? Okay, now it's after 9. Open my geodes. And let's look at some of this Clint dialogue. Look at some of this. I was like, oh, there's my wife. No, that's not this game. Not this game. That Penny's still just Penny. All right. Clint. Okay. Process geodes. I have some Orbeez. Oh, that's rock. I don't want that. Cool. I'll take that. All right. Look at some dialogue. The weather doesn't really matter to me. I typically stay near my shop year round. Full story, bro. Depressing, huh? This is what we're working with. This is what we're working with. This is what we're working with. It's just making me mad all over again. Hold on. Wait. I don't know where this is gonna end up, but like, here's my little table, and we're just gonna be like, there we go. Oh, flipping my table. Clint, this is your job. I mean, Gus doesn't complain. Willie doesn't complain. Pierre kind of complains. But I mean, like, it's not depressing. This is your your job. Also, like, Robin and Marnie leave their houses all the time. Well, not all the time, but like Robin goes out every evening, gets a walk. On Tuesdays, she goes to the community center and works out. Marnie's never home, which is a great running joke that you're like, Marnie, I need some animals, and she's just never there. But like, Clint, you can put up, I'm away. Actually, when you open the community center, he's not there on like Fridays or Saturdays or some things. He's maintaining the furnace in the community center, which is probably great for his mental health. But I'm like, at this point in the story, you're like, you don't have to be here all day. Like, you're making a choice, Clint, to be here all day. Oh my god, this is being like content for like the next 3 years is just bashing Clint consistently every time I play this game. Cool story, bro. Oh my god. Oh. I just. Mm, mm, mm. Need him to put it. I need Eric. Put out a part 2 explaining himself. Explaining himself. Stupid one. Like, Clint is your in-game destiny. Clint is 100% going. I've already said it. I'm going to marry him and then divorce him and never let him forget that we were once married. Because you can make your characters forget that you married and divorced them, and then they're like, oh, we've just met, which is kind of weird. But not with him, no. He's gonna remember that we got married and then divorced because he sucks. Sucks. I need ore, please. Please, may I have some ore? You missed the earlier conversation, Forrest, where one of our cohorts said that they married Emily on Clint's birthday, just to spite him, and I think that's beautiful. Look, if you all are like, JC, there's something wrong with you, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something about, life right now. The world is a mess. I don't care what side of the page you're on. The world is, from your perspective, the world's a mess. And having this lovely game to play make-believe with and say, I am going to pretend that I've left my corporate job to go live on a farm and slay monsters. That's a whole different thing. But create the farm life that I want. And, it's great. It's great. It's all about like fantasy and imagination and all that jazz. And then having it ruined. Why aren't you giving me any bug meat? Having it ruined by putting in something that's too close to real life just sucks. Am I ever going to stop loving this game? I don't think so. This will just be, something that you add to your list of the things I don't care about this game. But it's just disappointing. But like, please leave real life out of my fantasy life. Eh, eh, eh. Oh no. Oh no, they're gonna turn into bugs. Oh, there he goes. I didn't get him in time. Oh, okay. No, he's gonna turn into a bug. Ugh. Why are you so fast? Oh my god, stop. Ah, okay. Get it. Ugh. Sword sucks! Alright. It's getting to be late in JC's world, and JC has a real job where they have to be there at 8:30 in the morning in the 30-minute commute. So we're gonna wrap this up and wrap this day up and call it a night. I'm emotional. I am emotional after today. But yeah, if you want to keep seeing me play this game and hearing the thoughts and opinions that you did not ask for, I might do like an interlude. I think the next thing I want to do is when I come back to the farm is an interlude of some of my favorite. We'll maybe do like a TikTok compilation of some of my favorite TikToks that talked about other people's thoughts and opinions on revealing the marriage candidates. Tried to bury cats for a bush threat. They seem ready. Thanks. And yeah, we didn't get, there were rumors that there was going to be like stuff about farms and stuff about kids. So as he said, he did not want to reveal all that yet. All in the commentaries, content, pretty much. I mean, yeah, that's kind of why you're here. So yeah, we'll probably. I would like to stream on a more regular basis. One, I love playing this game, so I might as well, hang out and chat with my friends. Because I love y'all, you guys. I miss everybody. Don't get me wrong, I love my new coworkers, but I miss all y'all faces too. Can I get a portal down, please? Yeah. So we'll see if we can find another day that works out to do some bonus streaming for a while. I could definitely, like I said, I'm already gonna sit down and play this game on my Switch anyways. Like, it just basically happens nightly. If I'm not crocheting, oh, I guess that's something I can share with you guys. If I'm not crocheting, I'm playing this game. Running out of energy. Yeah. I am going to be venturing at my first event. I'm very excited. I'm very nervous. Anytime you make a handmade product and you look at someone, you're like, please buy my stuff. Please think my stuff is cool enough. Thank goodness for you to buy. It's a bit nerve-wracking. But that event will be happening towards the end of March 21st and 22nd, in San Jose. It is primarily a K-pop event focused on BTS. Hello. Can you take your stupid, lame sword back, please? I hate it. I love how it's the markup value, the difference, like you can sell it for $50 or you could buy it back for $250. Should at least been giving me 100. I'm gonna think that's lame. Thank you, Tony. Tony is going to be my cohort. I'll keep the valley safe. I like how they're called Dougies. Gil, the crustiest man to ever have walked in Stardew Valley. Come back when you've got something to show me, kid. I don't see McDonald's. She's like, right? No, it's kind of ridiculous, the markup on like the resale. Like you're like, come on. Do you see how much money I make? The answer is none. I make no money in this game. Back to selling. It will be mostly crocheted, crafted items, probably a few beanies, but I'm going to be making quite a few plushies. If you're not familiar with K-pop, and I am by no means a K-pop expert, I still am learning the names of so many people and figuring out which bands are my favorite. I mean, Stray Kids is my favorite because they were my first, and I think they're amazing. But BTS was there long before Stray Kids. And so they have a very big fandom. And they're back on tour. They're doing their reunion tour because everyone's finally out of the army. Good on them. It'll mostly be plushies and some hats. I like doing my beanies. But I'm also going to be adding in cross-stitch items. Those are the words I was looking for. So in addition to crocheting, I do cross-stitch, occasionally do embroidery. My embroidery is not that great. But I will be making like cross-stitch keychains for sale. So if you follow Crafty Gerblin, not Cozy, Crafty, same Gerblin, different vibes. If you follow Crafty Gerblin, you'll be able to start seeing some of the stuff I'm making. I have a little less than 4 weeks to get enough items for 2 days. So again, I'm very excited. I'm very nervous. And yes, Tony will be my partner in crime, helping me sell things. All right. Let me do the thing. Sitting. Give poor Elgato a break because apparently it needs it. All right. Okay, and we're back. All right, so with that, I'm going to close it out tonight. Thank you so much for joining me here on the stream. I really appreciate you guys. And keep an eye out on the social media to see when I'm going to be streaming Stardew again. And definitely, I think we might do like, I don't know if Tony wants to do like something for grognards. Like if you come to the table during our event and you mention grognards, maybe you get like a sticker or something. I don't know. But yeah, I'll be talking a little bit more on social media about the upcoming vendor events. So I hope to see you guys there. Even if you just want to, even if you don't buy anything, you just want to stop by and say hi. I watch your streams and I support you. And I'm like, oh, cool, thanks. And with that, I hope everyone has a great rest of their week. Has a good night. Take care of yourselves and each other. And we'll see you soon. Bye.